The two texts that I chose to analyze for my oral assessment are Disney's Tangled and Disney's Frozen, focusing on the princesses, Rapunzel and Elsa. The general global concept of each of these movies would be culture, community, and identity, and the specific would be development of identity through obstacles. The presentation of both girls, Elsa and Rapunzel, each have closed-off lives because of special powers that they were born with. Each girl wants to explore the real world and understand themselves and their true identities, but feel that they can't understand themselves being stuck in the small world that they live in now. In Frozen, Elsa was born with the power to create and control ice and snow. As she was growing up, she didn't realize how strong her powers were, and she just used them for fun. Then as she began to grow older, she realized how powerful she actually was. On the other hand, Rapunzel was born with magic hair that would heal the sick and wounded, as well as return those who have just died to life when she sang. She was born into royalty just as Elsa was, but then she was kidnapped as a little child. Eager of the dangers of the world, she still decided to go out and understand the outdoors and explore. Although in Elsa's case, she felt dangerous to the other people and left it to understand what's out there to better herself. Against her sister Anna's wishes, she wanted to escape her pain and explore her true identity by pushing herself out of her comfort zone. In Rapunzel's case, she went against her mother's wishes. She accepted the aid of an intruder, aka Flynn, to take her out into the world which she has never seen. Although Flynn did convince her to leave her tower, she ended up taking over her exploration of the world herself. Before Flynn convinced her to leave the tower and just appeared one day, Rapunzel was stuck in the closed-off tower, held back from the outdoors. She was unable to pursue her dream of being free and seeing the big city because her so-called mother, who stole her from the castle, refused to even let her see the outdoors because she convinced her that the outdoors was dangerous and not a good place for her to be. Little did Rapunzel know, she was stuck in this tower because of her powers, and that her mother wasn't actually her mother and she was just taking advantage of Rapunzel. Compared to Rapunzel, Elsa was stuck in her small village as a child since her parents felt her powers were too dangerous and uncontrollable for the outside environment. With that being said, just like Rapunzel, she wanted to go out into the world that she's never seen before and stop being stuck in this tiny village of hers. Overall, Elsa and Anna both relate in many different ways. Both princesses represent young individuals who want to explore themselves by going out into the real world. They each have magic powers that they were both born with that were holding them back from escaping their closed-off lives and developing their new personalities. Both girls really want to break free from that small, contained area that they've been stuck living in for most of their childhood. Whether it is a small village or a tower in the middle of the forest, Elsa and Rapunzel really want to escape from that reality and explore their identities deep down. Throughout the movies, princesses Elsa and Rapunzel develop their own identities through all the hard obstacles that they go through, and they become more aware of who they actually are deep down and learn to control their powers in the end.